It has taken me 20 years of teaching and hundreds of hours building, breaking, and testing AI systems to realize that digital loyalty can be a trap. When newer technology is demonstrably smarter and safer, the only logical move is forward. You just need a reliable way to get there. So, are you staying with ChatGPT just because it knows you too well? Are you concerned you may lose something? Or perhaps you'd like to make the switch to Gemini, but not sure how to retain the same memory? Not to worry. You can easily make a full AI memory transfer in just a few steps. That's why today I'm showing you a surgical 3-step memory migration method to pack up your AI's brain and move it into Gemini in just a few minutes. Think of your ChatGPT history like an overstuffed, disorganized filing cabinet. If you dump that pile of loose papers into Gemini's desk, it creates digital indigestion. Gemini ignores the signal because there's too much noise. To fix this, we use high signal memory cards. We aren't just moving data, we're distilling your professional DNA, and it's easier than it sounds. This ensures that when you start a new chat, Gemini isn't guessing who you are, it knows who you are. Okay, let's get to the actual memory transfer. Follow these 3 steps and the process will be complete rather quickly. But once it's done, keep watching because I have a few more tweaks that probably will interest you. First, use ChatGPT's thinking model to scan your history and organize your data into a structured format. Then we're going to use a prompt that forces ChatGPT to scan its memory of you and organize your AI life into a structured chronological list. But Gemini's memory setup works best with high-density categorized cards rather than a long list of data. So follow these simple steps to get your full ChatGPT memory listed, then organized into cards to ensure your ChatGPT memory is smoothly moved to Gemini. Copy and paste this prompt into ChatGPT. This prompt is called Prompt 1 Memory Extraction. You can find it and others we use in this video in the description below. Just simply copy and paste it into ChatGPT. And after you click Run, you should see something like this for the output. Don't leave ChatGPT yet, we still have one more prompt to give it. That prompt will turn that raw data into those high signal cards I mentioned earlier. And this is why it works. By keeping cards under 14,000 characters, you ensure Gemini reads the entire instruction without cutting off the end. Gemini prioritizes the first memory entries it finds. This method ensures your first 10 most important context blocks are always at the top of its mind. Copy and paste this prompt into ChatGPT as well. This prompt is called Prompt 2 Memory Cards Creation. Again, you can find it in the description below. And you should see something like this for the output. Notice how they're labeled, organized, and how you can click this button to copy each card easily. Now, split your browser into 2 tabs, ChatGPT on the left and Gemini on the right. We're about to move files over from one to the other. First, open Gemini settings. So go to Settings and then Saved Info. Add your cards by doing this. Copy the 10 code blocks generated in step 2 and add them individually as saved information entries. This is Gemini's permanent memory. By separating them into cards, we allow Gemini to index your preferences faster and more accurately. That's it. You now have successfully made the memory transfer from ChatGPT to Gemini. But wait. However, you might be thinking, what if it doesn't work perfectly? What if I lose some data? What if I need to search and find something important? If so, I've got something for you. You can download a legacy export, and in essence, it will take everything you have ever done on ChatGPT, put it all into one file for you to download. This way you get total data preservation, future utility, and an ultimate safety net. With data preservation, we aren't just moving preferences. We're archiving the entirety of your digital history. Every document you've ever uploaded and every specific response the AI gave you. You shouldn't have to choose what you keep. With future utility, by creating a whole chat file, you can eventually give Gemini access to your entire history folder. It can then navigate years of data to find that one specific niche conversation that you've long since forgotten, but now suddenly need for a new project. And your ultimate safety net? Personally, as a teacher, I know that having a backup isn't just about technical safety, it's about mental peace. Knowing that you can always go back to have that raw brain file means you can fully commit to Gemini without the fear of data grief. Here's exactly how to pull that archive. Go back to ChatGPT and in your settings, click Data Controls and select Export Data. OpenAI will bundle every single word you've ever typed into a zip file and email it to you. But be prepared to wait. It may take a few hours to receive that file, and actually it took 24 hours for my file to arrive. Inside that zip folder, you'll find a file usually named conversations.json or chat.html. It might be different. This is the raw brain of your history. It looks like a mess to a human, but to Gemini, it's a goldmine. Then go to your gem manager in Gemini and create a new gem. Name it something like My ChatGPT History. Add a description like accesses my entire ChatGPT history. This helps you distinguish it from your standard Gemini chats later. Then add the instructions. This is critical. Do not leave this blank. Use this specific instruction phrase. You're my personal research assistant. Your primary knowledge base is the uploaded ChatGPT history file. When I ask a question, search this file first and find my past perspectives, specific data points, or previous drafts. If the answer isn't in the file, tell me. Then provide a general AI response. You can also find a copy of this command prompt in the description below. It's named Prompt 3 ChatGPT Complete History Instructions. Finally, look for the Knowledge section and click the plus button. Upload that chat history file right there. The result? Because Gemini has a massive context window, far larger than any other AIs, it can actually read your entire multi-year history at once. You can now ask this specific gem anything specific about your past ChatGPT history. That is possible only here in this gem, not in regular memory, since memory can't hold a large file like that. Now, what about those custom GPTs you have spent hours creating? You don't have to rebuild them from scratch. All you need to do is rehouse them on Gemini. Here's a surgical way to move a custom GPT from ChatGPT over to Gemini. Open those two tabs again, ChatGPT on the left and Gemini on the right. Go to ChatGPT, open your custom GPTs, and click the drop-down menu at the top, then click Edit GPT. Go to the Configure tab and copy every word inside the instructions box. This is your blueprint. Don't forget to download any files you originally uploaded. Just click on those files to do so. Back in Gemini, click Gems and hit New Gem. Give it the same name and description to keep your workflow consistent. For instructions, paste your GPT instructions. But here is the secret sauce. Unlike ChatGPT, Gemini has a rewrite button. After you paste your instructions, click that sparkle icon. Gemini will optimize your old ChatGPT logic specifically for the Gemini 3 engine. It makes the instructions clearer and more agentic. And here's a pro tip. In ChatGPT, you have toggles for web search or image generation and others. In Gemini Gems, these are built in and always on. You don't need to ask for them. The gem already knows it and can search the live web or create images for you. So far, we've transferred your ChatGPT memory into Gemini, saved a complete backup as a gem, and rebuilt your custom GPTs as gems. Before I give you this one last piece of help, if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please give it a like or comment below. It really helps the channel. Also, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. But moving your data is only step one. You want to make sure you don't treat Gemini like a ChatGPT clone. There is a fundamental difference between these two tools. ChatGPT is like a scholar in a distant library. It's smart, but it doesn't know you. Gemini is the librarian who lives in your office. And Gemini has 5 specific superpowers that ChatGPT simply can't do. Click this video here to see what those are.